This college basketball picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Claim your risk-free bet up to $500 over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time tickets make the perfect holiday gift. Download the Game Time app today and use promo code SGPN for $20 off your first purchase.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Hello, Sean. Great football game we just watched.
Not a great game. Did hit the Allen Robinson over receiving yards on the very last play.
That hell of a sweat.
I really thought that was completely over. Would have been nice if he could have got one other catch to get to the bottom rung of the ladder. But again, fuck Mitch Trubisky. That's the big takeaway. Steelers suck. But we're not here to talk about the sucky Steelers. We're here to talk about college basketball with Colby Dant, host of the College Basketball Experience, aka Benedict Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
I mean, this slate. This is what I call rivalry week for the non-con. Me and my brothers on a text chain been talking about this for about a month. We've been excited for this. We've been excited for this one for a month.
Tell us more about this text chain.
Normally it just involves how pussy football is, and then we get excited for certain games. Then normally there's some slander towards conference realignment.
So Ryan, also too, there. I don't know if you ever, or if in your mind you thought sports takes could be genetic, but Colby, of course, being the old man of the room, in spite of, I think he's the youngest. I don't know. I always forget if Colby's like 3 months younger or older than me. But
my mind has been blown multiple times that Colby's younger.
I think Colby's actually the younger. Wait, what? 83 January, right?
Yes.
Okay, so wait, you are okay. So you're a few months older than me.
You're the youngest. That's which also
I'm also the old
mind.
man. Ryan's the young hip one. Colby's belly aching about these NBA courts in season. He doesn't even know it's about the tournament.
What the hell are they playing? It looks like we're watching like fucking slam ball here.
They spilled some paint on the floor. What's going on here? And then not 45 minutes later.
Dude, no, that was even sooner.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes later. His brother tweets out, "What's up with these courts? I can't." NC Nick,
it's in the blood. It's in the blood, man.
These courts suck. What's going on?
You got it's that what do they call it when the twins can have like the same thought at the same time? What's that phenomenon? That's Colby and his brothers, but it's only about how modern
old
sports
man
suck.
sports takes.
But he's 3 years older than me. That's what I'm saying. It defies all logic.
Sean, Colby has explained this before, and if you missed the latest Patreon SGP stories episode,
very good episode.
He went into some detail about this, but basically he was the youngest. So although Colby may be 38, 39 by calendar
In
year
human years.
Because he inherited his
Colby years are like dog years. Every one of his human years is actually so Colby's actual age. He's like 400.
Did you guys get that new Sam Cooke record? It was fucking fantastic.
How old is your oldest brother?
What 70?
15 years older than you?
Not 15, but a decent amount. Yeah.
So he's at least 10 years older.
Yeah.
And then add in the factor Sean's talking about, which is you cause your brain to spin so hard over these topics you have no control about, pointing at the man in the sky saying, "Who do I need to talk to about this?"
Well, we did have.
I want to know.
We did have a good part in the chain about buffalo wing prices being outrageous. So
nice.
There was a good 5 days.
Joe
of
Biden's
buffalo
killing our wings, and more on at Fox News at 6:00.
Oh, wow.
No, I mean,
Yo.
Colby, were we sharing the story?
Play the Python sound effects. We can get out of here.
Were we talking about that? Was it? I think we nominated them for Real Men or Lady of DGen because there was a chicken wing scandal where this cafeteria lady was ordering all these chicken wings, using up the school's entire yearly budget in like 3 weeks, just ordering massive amounts of chicken wings.
I think she was getting away with it for a while. Though.
She was hustling them on the side, which is it's at some point when criminals do stuff like that and they get away for it for a while.
$1 million worth of chicken wings?
Yeah, it was like
she must have been doing this since like 91. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
her biggest mistake was not actually having her business paperwork. She was an actual business. They were like, all right, you know, a couple rules were broken, but you know.
Let me ask you this though. This is a good question.
Well,
if you had to steal a food, what's it gonna be?
Now we're talking bulk items that I'm looking to resell, or is it just a one-time, stealing crabs like Jameis
Let's go
Winston?
because what she did is she did the resell. So what would you do to resell? You thinking like shrimp or something?
No, you go find a good maker of prosciutto or something. like that.
Prosciutto.
You want to go
nice and
high?
thin.
You want to get the high dollar item.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great question. I ask myself questions like this every day.
What do you mean you ask yourself questions like this?
Yeah, this was.
You're jealous of the lady moving a ton of chicken wings?
I respect her move.
I mean, honestly, if we're being serious about this, if we're having a serious conversation, truffle mushrooms is the thing you want to steal.
That's true.
They're tiny.
Even more high dollar.
I listened to this whole story about this guy who wakes up at 4 a.m., goes to the docks in New York City, gets all the truffles he can, and he goes.
Wait, this was a Nicolas Cage movie. I saw this.
Really?
Right?
Oh no. But there was a Nicolas Cage movie about truffles. It's actually pretty good.
No, it was a really good movie.
He's really well acted. It's kind of like tragic, but a very good movie. But so this guy, he gets all these truffles, puts them in a cooler, and starts like flipping them to all these high-end restaurants. He's like a truffle dealer. And they said it's like a race against time because as the day goes on and some of the water from the truffles evaporate, the how much the truffles weigh goes down and it eats into your profit margin. So if this chick now truffle mushrooms, you're not giving those a fucking kid. So maybe it's a little tougher.
What about the tuna though? Don't they say like we're running out of tuna in the seas? Didn't your boy DiCaprio do a little documentary about that?
Right? I don't know what DiCaprio's
Ted Danson
doing.
or some shit.
We're running out of everything.
Yeah, it's true.
We're running out of everything.
It's true.
We're treating our Earth like Patty C treats his car on a road trip.
The tuna is like the Pac-12. You know what I mean? It's gone.
R.I.P.
Right?
I mean, why are you getting
what happens?
Such a downer. I'd recommend everyone also go to Urban Dictionary and check out truffle butter.
Oh yeah,
that's a complete pivot.
That is a disgusting act.
Real quick, did we figure out what they're gonna do with the Pac-12 network now?
Yeah, can we buy it, guys?
I don't mind that idea. I mean, I feel like we probably get more viewers than the Pac-12 network.
Yeah,
you can at least,
sure.
You can at least find our shit.
But I was wondering if we're trying to stretch our demographic. For some reason, I would have like I want to say this is a real thing. Like New Zealand,
there's no way the Pac-12,
New Zealand and Australia get the Pac-12 network.
The Pac-12 network does not have a reach of 250,000 people.
No, shout out to Making Bacon, our butcher friend down in New Zealand. Maybe he can tell us if they have the Pac-12 network. All right, I think we owe ourselves a little bit of touting. The Heater,
the Pythons, they we did our thing.
Oh, we squeezed the life out of them. Pythons
that's what I was looking for.
I went 2-0 on my locks. First sub 500 overall though, 6-7, but 2-0 on the locks. 88% on my locks. It's insane. It will not continue. So hopefully you rode the wave. But yeah, Colby 63% on his locks, 59% overall. I'm 65% overall. Kramer 63% overall, 63% locked. But really, our crowning jewel is the Discord. They are hitting at 1741 and 29%. That means our consensus plays are 71%, aka another 4 in 2 weeks. It's kind of insane.
Right. Being serious, guys, we need to rename the Discord picks. What's the package called?
What does the Python eat most?
No,
the mice.
The VIP
They're the fucking
gold.
mice.
Oh, our mega whale plays.
Oh.
But then
maybe we can
it's a baby fucking wheel, man.
I certainly Which I mean, there's no one beating us.
Yeah.
It's not possible at this scale to be beating us.
Platinum Club. What was it? What was that? What was that strip club in Atlanta where all the NBA players were getting sucked off? And it became like,
that was a great story.
The good food.
Yeah. Magic City. Everyone's like, oh, you go for the wings, wink, wink. But apparently they do really have good wings.
Those wings were coming from the like.
That's a grimy. See, that's where
school district, wherever they stole those wings from.
They're
moving them.
Colby, following up on your question, Slopeside said there still is tuna. So. Just
really?
in case you were wondering.
Yeah, look, I believe there's tuna, but they've been telling me for a long time that there's no tuna, and you know what I mean. We have limited numbers.
Is this like CT?
They say the tuna. They say the tuna is like is like the Summit League. It's hard to find.
Right? He won't fall for CTE, but he's gonna fall for the tuna. We're out of tuna.
Speaking of bodies of water, shout out to Bet Rivers. Love Bet Rivers. Great place to get down on some of this college basketball action. Bet Rivers, some of the best live betting markets in the space. You want to know where you can find the Pac-12 network? You should be asking where you can find Bet Rivers, available in over 14 states plus Ontario, Canada.
That's way more than the Pac-12.
Yeah, much wider reach than the Pac-12 network, and way more fun. Honestly, depositing, withdrawing, same game parlays, first touchdowns, good prices all around, and live betting. You can't beat it. And of course, help the Sports Gambling Podcast SGPN by using our sign up link, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can scan that QR code or hit our link in the bio. It all goes to the same place and all helps us keep the lights on here, and helps you because you get a risk-free bet up to $500. That's right, up to $500 depending on where you're signing up from. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We're also brought to you by Little C's, aka Little Caesars, aka the official pizza sponsor of the National Football League. Make Little C's a part of your game day. I'll be honest, Little C is kind of perfect because if you're celebrating a big win or drowning your sorrows, either way, the pretzel crust is great at soaking that thing up. You got the golden buttery brown of the pretzel crust with those nice, delicious salt sprinkles as a python of flavor surrounded with the pepper.
They're not running out of those. All right.
No. Well, maybe. I can't speak for Little Caesars. I don't know how long we will allow ourselves access to pretzel crust. I want to think it's going to be around forever, but it could be a limited time. So act now. Make sure you get some of the pretzel crust. Perfect for Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football, or just hanging out thinking about football. Delivery or in-store pizza portal pickup. Grab some friends and enjoy a few slices during the game. Little Caesars pizza. What are you two schoolgirls gossiping about
we're
over
just
there?
talking.
Well, first thing I was doing was laughing at our at producer Josh's work with the Tomlin tweet earlier.
Oh, okay.
And then I was offering Colby some samples. Shout out to the notorious OTB. Oh, that's just excellent.
Now wait, who is that? That's not Tomlin, is that? It looks it looks a lot like Tomlin.
No, it's not Tomlin.
I mean, with that beanie on, he kind of looks like
objects may appear larger.
Looks like a friend of mine from high school.
He's got those crazy, almost Beetlejuice type eyes.
This is like when we were traveling and I play the game where I point out that there's some super famous person 10 feet away from us, but they're someone.
Oh, is that like when Colby
Carl Weathers?
Carl Weathers, and it was just some random black dude.
I went up to him.
I know that voice anywhere.
I went up to him like Predator. I was like, "You son of a bitch!" And then I realized it wasn't Carl Weathers.
Nick Fortune suggesting I like the Discord picks to be called the Pretzel Python picks.
All right,
little PPP. All right, appreciate that. Good nominee. We'll end up settling.
Shout out to Chad.
So anyway, I was yeah. We'll get to Chad in a second. I was just giving Colby a little sample of some of the AI artwork that our man the Wolf, a host of the notorious OTB, has been creating.
You like horse racing? You got to check out. You got to check out the notorious
OTB. Shout out to Chad.
Chad just dropping us a tip in the YouTube. Appreciate you, Chad.
Maybe
cash money.
He's suggesting Colby go get a shave, maybe a haircut.
Well, that was
working too hard.
If for the OG listeners, the gimmick was like, "Hey, we got to really get to work, sign up for these sponsors so we can afford to buy Colby a sandwich." Now we're just swimming in these things. We're getting sandwiches.
I turned down
day.
a sandwich today at lunch.
Yeah,
guys.
you didn't get
Unbelievable.
That's true.
Heights Deli
the
sandwiches.
hell's
Those
happening
things
with
are
this?
delicious.
Well, you guys are on a different
Wow,
clock than me. You know what I mean?
They're not even.
Colby's in a weird time.
Not
zone.
even paying us to say them. And you're just blurting out the shout out to the Heights. Almost a real sandwich spot. You know how you know they're real? They put the hot sandwiches on top of the pizza oven.
Yeah,
It's real shit.
delish.
All right, you guys want to pick some games?
Let's go.
Nothing else to get to? Nothing?
Hey, well, also.
Real quick. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
No, I was just a friendly reminder. Sign up for the Patreon Pick'em. Last week we gave out $100 Circa ticket, sportsbook ticket, which we will be purchasing for the gentleman. A nice guy from the Netherlands won that paper ticket. This week it is a holiday prize pack, so we got you with some ugly Christmas sweaters, SGPN style, little holiday ornaments. So yeah, enjoy.
Guys, also
podcast.com/Patreon and check out Colby's bonus episode.
Well, I was gonna say not only that, but it's getting to that point where you're almost like we got 4 episodes in the can for you waiting.
Yeah,
there we go.
And the pick sheets, so you don't have to write down all the picks.
On one of those episodes, you might want to track where Noah Beanick's been the past 24 hours because he might have taken some edibles there in Morgantown and
allegedly
had a hard time delivering on the show last night. But he's out in the universe now. I told him relax. I said everything's gonna be okay.
Just maintain, bro. Get some orange juice. That's what people always told me.
This is why Noah's a critical member of your team.
He's out in the wilderness. I'm pretty sure he's roaming the wilderness of West Virginia right now.
You know what? Let's get back on task. Let's have Noah make that 12 months of Noah calendar. All right. Saturday, Colby is very excited about the slate. He's not excited about the slate on Friday. Said, quote, "It's trash." Much like the Patriots a couple weeks ago until they played the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, we got basketball starting at 8:30 a.m. Colby, that's awfully early. Will you be doing a pregame show?
I will, and I might have to leave it at 8:30 because this game's fun and it's got some new energy, some new life to
fun?
it. Yeah, they used to hate each other. This is old school. Old school. Hey, Bill is a friend of the program, buddy.
This is a great old school rivalry. I remember this one from back in the old days, Colby. They're in DC. Cuse heading down to the nation's capital to take
playing
on
this game for like 100 years, man.
Georgetown. Yeah. Ed Cooley, how we feeling? What's the temperature check?
He got his heart broken against TCU. TCU made a buzzer beater, banked in 3, just a step past half court, and ironically, you know, he stepped out, but they couldn't. They were reviewing if he got the shot off, even though you can clearly see his foot's out. Hey, how about if we're gonna review? Yeah. We review the whole fucking play.
Yeah, I mean it is embarrassing when they don't seem to fully comprehend the rules. Or it's like again. There's this weird,
always stupid. It's like we're gonna review it. Can you review that part? Oh no, we can't. Why?
Yeah, they're like, oh no, we're just reviewing the clock here. Well, just reviewing the clock.
The rule says the rule doesn't say we can look at. It's amazing. I don't know. As I've the fact that no one has their shit. All I've learned with like going through all these different various rec and in club and no one has their shit together. It's amazing these kids can get recruited. It's amazing any of this shit can happen.
Yeah, it's all chaos.
And then you have the game and it's like shit all over the place.
So they're coming off that
Syracuse -1.
Syracuse, yeah. This line could be, we made these lines, so that's what I deduced from that was Syracuse -1. Plugged it into the algorithm. That's what we got.
So what do you think? Wait, that was the sound of a man who wasn't confident.
No, Colby's number's good. Little note here: first meeting since 1979 without John Thompson or Buddy Boeheim, aka Jim Boeheim.
That's a great AI trend right there.
Yes,
that is a great bot source trend. It's true, but it's also like, those two guys were old as fucking coached for a long time.
Yeah, that's why
Boeheim was there from the 60s at Syracuse.
Well, I mean, to put it in perspective, I mean, John Thompson. That's what I remember consuming the Big East. You know what, Colby? I think we're gonna get a Georgetown.
I thought you would appreciate this nostalgic look back at the Big East.
I do like.
Instead,
do we have a Georgetown guy that can send us jerseys?
Hopefully. Yeah. I got a couple well-to-do alumni. Maybe we can get hooked up.
Let's go, man.
Hey, looking for a Georgetown jersey. I'm looking to pick up a private school pussy program this season. Ed Cooley's my guy.
Georgetown plays college football too. They're real
Kramer centric. Slide in.
I'm on the Hoyas. Let's get that Ed Cooley home win here. It's a Saturday.
To say Hoya?
Yeah.
Hoya.
The fucking Orange Men. They're gonna be able to tackle a Hoya.
Oh, you guys are crazy. Give me Syracuse all day on the road, getting it done. Cuse is playing some defense. Look out. Look out.
He's like a desperate guy sitting outside the apartment of his ex-girlfriend, and she doesn't live there anymore.
This was your exact same handicap last time we talked about Syracuse, and they rubbed it in your face.
He's like
refuse to believe they're a good team.
Sounds like doing the Say Anything John Cusack. He's got the boom box up.
Yeah.
Not realizing that the girl moved out of the fucking house. He's playing that music. It's just not working out.
They're 6-3. Yeah. You guys act like they're the worst team in the league. What are we talking about? Come on. Georgetown turned the ball over a ton. Syracuse, good defense. They got the experience. I think Georgetown is going to be an interesting team later on in the season, but they have so many new guys and a new head coach. I don't think you can quite trust them yet.
I trust Ed Cooley. I don't trust Adrian Autry here. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Say
you
that
should.
Name?
You should.
You can't get excited. Audrey. Ed Cooley's our guy, Sean.
He was. I'm more of a Providence program.
You're defecting. Georgetown's a very powerful institution. Certainly have powers to do.
They got
things.
the Exorcist.
I mean, they were able to give Allen Iverson a degree. So yeah.
Yeah, they took out Epstein.
Did he get a degree? I don't think he got a degree.
So.
What do you mean?
Yeah, practice. He was practicing college.
Oh, right? he got a degree.
Did he?
I mean, that would be pretty funny if he had a honorary law degree from Georgetown. AI. I mean,
Allen Iverson, my attorney from Georgetown.
But it's also, I mean, we're going to see so much AI as AI becomes a thing, and he's just the AI. He's the official.
There's that great
AI
commercial. I think it was
spokesperson.
the Super Bowl commercial.
There are going to be so many more.
Remember when he stepped over? Who was that? Tyronn Lue.
Lue
hit that.
Best moment in Sixers basketball since I've been alive. Honestly,
second best was having Tyrone Hill as a starter.
Wow.
Sean Bradley era was pretty awesome too.
Markel Fultz,
I met Sean Bradley.
That was fun. Illinois fighting Illini head to Knoxville, Tennessee to take on the Volunteers. Tennessee laying 6.5 here. 9 a.m. tip. Illinois very, very much impressed me as they took down my beloved.
Oh, they just shot
Owls.
an insane amount, or not only insane amount, but like lights out. There was I'm blanking on the kid's name, but he was like close to doing the Jordan shrug, hitting some of these like deep threes.
Damas from the transfer from Southern Illinois. Yeah, dumbass. And then you had Terrence Shannon with like 2 on the shot clock, hitting 40 footers, pulling them out of his ass. It catches up to him here. Rick Barnes is going to play.
It was a nice win, certainly, but I'm with you, Colby. Like that shooting, not sustainable. Just any sort of basic regression, this team is going to be fucked. Tennessee at home early in the season, perfect time.
You're a White Castle guy too, aren't you?
I don't mind White Castle.
Yeah, you're a White Castle. I thought it was overrated personally.
I mean,
where you at on White Castle?
It has its use, you know.
It has its lane. It's you could probably put it in the same category of foods as like Taco Bell. Like it's not in a genre of food. It's White Castle.
Yeah,
just like
if I'm looking for a
Bell.
quality burger, no, I'm not going to White Castle.
Well, I'm just saying in the fast. I know that, but I'm saying like in the fast food world, White Castle's a little overrated.
No, it's White Castle. It doesn't compete against anything.
I think it's
no In and Out.
There's nothing like it.
Interesting because it's unique. Yeah, White In and Out, much higher quality.
Here's how you know it's its own. You can get the frozen White Castle in the grocery store, and it tastes just as good as the stuff from the restaurant.
Really, I've never got them at the grocery store.
I'm just saying it's that kind of food. It's like it's like tater tots. Like that's what you're dealing with.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Oh. Well, what are we dealing with here? Do we have will Rick Barnes be recruiting? Are there any cars to be sold?
This is Rick Barnes in November and December. You don't fade that.
Well, he did lose a bunch of games. We covered this in the last game when I told you to lay the points with George Mason, and you idiots took the points.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was
vaguely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall.
One of the few losses we had.
Yeah, I'm focused on the locks. But
Here's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna take Rick Barnes. So I'm changing my tune on him, but Illinois has played well in some tough spots. Also,
they have
on the road in Rutgers. That was a nice win too.
Eye test that didn't look sustainable, but I mean Illinois certainly is good. I always thought they were a team I'd look to fade on the road, but they showed up big time.
You know what it is? Dick Buckus died this year.
Yeah, they're doing it for
Can't
Dick.
fade Illinois.
It
Yeah, it's tough to fade Illinois, but I will right
so
here.
it's not Brent Bielema.
No,
It's okay. 10:30 a.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Excuse me, Kansas State taking on the what do we got here? We got Wildcats and Tigers. LSU catching 1.5 at home.
Think Orgeron will be there?
What is
He'll
he
be doing?
doing?
He'll be jogging shirtless around the
He was at
arena.
the Tulane. You guys catch the Tulane game last week?
got
He's just there with a cocktail in his hands. Just fantastic.
Well, he got paid a lot of money to not do anything.
He was so excited when he found out he didn't have to work
Yeah.
and still got paid.
He's like, you're gonna pay me $20 to leave. When do you need me to leave? He said this. He said those exact
yeah,
words. He was
no.
like, "Where's the door?
He
Which
does-
door you want me to go out of? Give me that $20 million right now."
It reminds me of that scene from Office Space where like, hey, what would you do with $1 million? Two chicks at the same time. Well, not all women are attracted to money. Well, the type of women that would double up on a dude like me are. Like that's what N.O. like went immediately through his mind.
I honestly like if you had me if we had to vote like who's living life the best in America right now, I think Orgeron's gotta be honorable. He's got to be like among
Take
the
all retired college. What about Urban Meyer? What's he up to?
Yeah, but he's still got to do the Saturday show. Orgeron's just going around having cocktails. He's in like fucking South Beach. He's in, he's everywhere. He's everywhere.
I'd also throw it in that I feel like he's going to show up as a politician. I mean, think about it. You get some money, you get like that's the kind of guy you.
It's a ton of name recognition.
No, it was great. My wife is not from America, so I was explaining that she was like, so how did Schwarzenegger become a politician? And I was like, well, he did this movie called Terminator, and the whole world loved it.
He lifted a bunch of heavy weights and got really big, and then people are like, you should be a action star, and he was like, okay. And then he said, I'll be back. And then people were like, yeah, we'll vote for him.
One of my favorite moments is our buddy Rob, who graduated from San Luis Obispo. He's like, dude, I went through all this years. I owe all the student loans, and my fucking diploma is signed by fucking Schwarzenegger. What the fuck?
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty cool autograph.
He beat out Mary Carey. I was hoping Mary Carey or Gary Coleman was going to win that thing.
R.I.P.
Highly.
Colby, explain the drama surrounding the Kansas State basketball program for those not following.
I don't know the actual story on why Tomlin. Basically, they kicked Tomlin off the team. Jerome Tang, but that was pre.
We like Tang. We're on team Tang.
That was before the season started, but we thought he was just going to be suspended a week or two. Now he's never coming back. Besides that, I haven't done a deep dive on the actual what
did he deliver a gun to a crime scene?
Potentially. I haven't done the deep dive yet on why he got kicked off the team or why he's not coming back.
He got arrested for disorderly conduct, brawling or fighting at a local sports bar.
That's normal. What's going on? I've done that.
Yeah,
before.
it feels like there's got to be something else going on.
Do we know maybe if there were some really bad injuries as part of the fight that now is like. It's like a manslaughter type situation.
Maybe the president of Kansas State's wife was there with him. That's always in the cards.
Oh, I guess according to someone in the chat, he punched a chick in the face. So, all right, that's a tough look.
Look, that could have been an accident.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a story. I was in Hollywood once.
Oh no!
And I'm sitting there. I meet up with a friend. I'm on my first drink, and someone throws a punch at somebody else. Misses, hits me right in the face.
So is that an example of a chick getting punched in the face?
I'm just saying you can get hit in the face.
No, I know.
We
to be fair to him and the school, we have no idea.
LAPD was trying to get me to press charges on the guy, and the guy apologized. He's buying me beer. I'm like, no. Got punched in the face for no reason.
Omer Ta over at the at the pub Colby's at.
It was Red Rock. They did stand up there.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Shit.
All right, so
you're cracking me up, Colby.
There is a bunch of drama. I think Moneyline Mac in the chat nailed the handicap. K-State, not only the drama, but coming off a bunch of back-to-back OT games. Now they're dealing with this the Tomlin drama. I don't know. I think you got to take LSU here as a home dog.
Well, the Kansas State just had a buzzer beater to beat Villanova.
Yeah,
so I do think it's a
9-0 in OT
spot.
games.
Oh, what's that?
Under Jerome Tang.
My dog.
And it's also the first true road game for K-State, Ryan. I know you love that angle.
Yep, it's a great angle. It was exactly what I was about to say. Great nugget.
We Tigers.
I was setting you up.
Just like you stealing.
Can you hand me some of that old fashioned
product
that we got here?
How is it?
Shout out to Keeper's Heart and the old fashioned football podcast. J Mark and Miranda hooking us up here in the studio. So everyone's on LSU +1.5.
Yes, and yeah, very important that if you want to send your tribute in, feel free.
Gambling gods will look kindly upon you.
J Mark. Oh,
I mean, didn't we had someone send us Everclear? Shout out to Weehawk.
Oh!
Yes.
We don't know if it's. I mean, we're not sure. We'll call it Shine. It's mysterious.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't say Everclear. It's moonshine, not Everclear.
It's mysterious liquid in a mason jar
Doug,
that was sealed by hand.
I didn't mean to say Everclear. I meant to say moonshine.
Doug Stanhope was hanging out over here in the studio. I do a podcast with him on usually on Saturdays on his YouTube show. It's literally just dicking around, me, him, Brendan Walsh. Check it out. It's a fun hang. But he was in studio for one here. He was in LA.
I pushed it on him.
Yeah. And Colby's like, "Hey, Doug, you want some of this moonshine a listener sent in?" And he's like, I'm at a place. He started off, he goes, I'm not a rich man, but I can afford company manufactured alcohol.
What's hilarious is the guy's getting fucked up. I'm like, wait, what's the difference at this point? What's the difference? Come on, Doug.
Take a little sip.
Yeah, have a little jungle juice,
A little hair on your chest.
Maybe you'll wake up in a strange
Next thing
place.
you look like Trevor Lawrence getting taken somewhere.
Yeah, imagine you wake up and Zach Edey's standing over you. Purdue.
Oh my God.
They're playing in Toronto. This is a home game for Purdue. The Edey Army will be there, whatever they call
he's from
themselves.
Toronto.
Alabama. Well, wait a second here. You're telling me that Alabama, have they already gotten into Canada?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, hold on.
Good luck with that. They're not. This is a no-show. This game's going to be canceled.
I mean, Nate Oates is suspending players now, though. So,
dude, you can't get into Canada if you have like a fucking drunken public charge.
Yeah,
you know what
this
I mean?
is interesting. You think the whole team made it through?
No way.
No way.
No
right?
way.
There's at least one member. Maybe that's why the suspension, to not be embarrassed when he can't get into Canada. He didn't suspend a guy for bringing a gun to commit a crime, but he suspended a guy now.
Or the guy that had it in his sock drawer.
Those guys didn't get suspended, but this year, he's protecting him. He wasn't going to be able to get into Canada.
Now he's at Memphis with Penny Hardaway.
Wow.
So something happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, how can you give this? All that being said, how can you give Alabama in this offense 7 points? That to me seems just absurd.
This is a home game.
You think
Zach
Purdue's
Edey.
going to roll?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
This is like the whole country will be there.
I'm
to support
saying,
him.
man, they're gonna destroy Alabama here, dude. Purdue is like Tennessee.
Alabama is shooting almost 41% from three as a team.
Not in Canada.
Where are they playing?
I guess Canada, not the friendliest environment for these Alabamians. That being said, I'm still going to take Alabama in the points. I think you guys are overrating the Edey effect a little bit.
He went to high school in Toronto.
Yep.
So did Drake. Doesn't mean I'm going to give. I'm not going to let Drake play 7 against Alabama.
Whoa.
You just think you're going to be able to go up there?
Yeah.
In the land of the maple leaf and get the fucking dub? No.
Yeah.
No.
Give me Alabama.
He played for Team Canada, winning a bronze medal in the 2023 FIBA World Cup. I think Colby
Roll Tide
has nailed the handicap, and we were just discussing it. There's no way the whole team is going to be able to play.
No way.
There's no way. Like, there's going to be an incident. Like, it's in Canada. Remember when those UCLA kids stole shit in China?
Yeah.
They're in a foreign country.
I went to Canada.
What is Toronto known for? Club Super Sex.
No, that's Montreal.
Oh, you're right.
The Argos.
Well,
Joe Theismann.
They probably have a Club Super Sex in Toronto too. Hands on deck.
All I know is that's legit though. Like you're gonna get pulled over all the time.
Purdue by $1 million.
Yeah,
you guys are crazy.
Purdue. Oh, come on.
Alabama internationally? Are you fucking kidding me? That in general.
Who agreed to this? How did they not say this was a good idea? There's no way he knew this game was out of the country.
Yeah, he thought this was in Buffalo.
Really?
It's like it's by Buffalo.
He thought Ontario was a state up by Indiana. Auburn heads to Atlanta, Georgia to take on Indiana. This must be one of them classics.
Yeah, I think Nike, right? This is a Nike one. I think.
All right.
I could be wrong.
11 a.m. on the West Coast. Auburn laying 5. Bruce Pearl. Ooh, this kind of seems like the kind of. I mean, we've been highlighting these with Rick Barnes, but this feels a little bit like a showcase handicap for Bruce Pearl.
Auburn's not that far from Atlanta, and then Indiana just beat their rivals, Michigan at Michigan. Great letdown spot.
Letdown spot for Indiana. Auburn's playing really good defense.
Yeah, lock it up.
And it's technically a neutral, but this isn't neutral.
Has Bruce Pearl been lifting weights? I feel like he's not quite as massive as he used to be, and he looks like he's been doing.
Maybe he's not throwing those barbecues that got him in trouble with the NCAA.
And Xavier Johnson,
who ratted him out,
might not.
I'm still mad about that. You're nice enough to cook for everyone in your fucking staff, and someone's ratting you out. You piece of shit. You know, imagine you having a party.
Yeah, for a barbecue.
Anyway, I'm all over Auburn here. I think Auburn's going to ride the momentum. I think they're coming off that loss. Remember, shout out to Bruce Pearl and Auburn. They played at Appalachian State. A lot of teams don't do that, and for good reason, because App State fucked them up. And when they come back to Atlanta, it's still going to be a pro Auburn crowd. Auburn -5.
Yeah, it certainly like the bounce back spot. Certainly like that it's a semi home game at a neutral site near their campus, and it's certainly a game that he would have circled, perhaps even a look.
And that
ahead.
Strip club's there. Maybe they go to that strip club after.
Who
the Wings?
Who do you think is more likely to be at the strip club, Auburn or Indiana? Indiana not stapled to the floor in the strip club. No,
certainly not stable to the floor at the strip club.
Alabama's going to be stable to the floor.
Picture that Mark Madsen dance where he's like this.
You know what's going to happen to some white boys in an Atlanta strip club? Like they're not ready for that. I mean, I'm sure I'm stereotyping a little bit, but yeah, no, this is imagine you bring a stapler to a strip club. Auburn, lay the points.
Yeah, all day.
We might. I'm circling this one to get a paper ticket tomorrow, Sean, aka Friday in beautiful Las Vegas, as we will be there. Sports Gambling Podcast live on VSiN, Wisconsin, Arizona, Tucson.
Play that stapler again. They're red hot though. The stapler is red hot.
Badgers are on fire.
Holy shit.
Noon 15 on the West Coast. -9 for Arizona. Wisconsin, very good program. Stapled to the floor a little bit. They're athletic. Who's the most athletic white boy team? This is it. Wisconsin's doing their thing.
I'm not prepared to give that answer right now. I have to think about that.
It's true. There's a lot of them.
Dan Marley has a son that plays for Central Michigan.
But their offense not as ugly as previous years, at least so far.
People don't remember Dan Marley used to be able to dunk. He was super athletic before the back injury.
Yeah. Didn't he win a dunk contest?
No, I think that was
competed in one.
Yeah, he competed in one, I think.
He had good dunks in NBA Jam.
Yeah, no, he used to have nasty hops. Thunder Dan.
Wisconsin won 6 in a row coming off that win against Michigan State.
This place gets lit. This is a true home game for Arizona. This is not one of these games.
Wisconsin only joins Kansas and Purdue as the only teams in the nation with 3 wins over ranked teams in the Ken Pom top 30.
Yeah, but this line's steep a little bit, man. I think Wisconsin can cover this. I think Arizona by 6, by 7, something like that. Give me the Badgers plus the points.
Yeah, 9 feels high.
They're red hot right now.
If we're getting 9, I'm all on board.
And here's the one thing about Wisconsin: they may be stapled to the ground, but damn it, they take their time. They
Methodical
take their time.
offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that means it's a big spread.
Well, and they're shooting almost 80% from the line, 78.3. So you're giving a team 9 points that shoots this well from the line.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the Brat Stop. Let's go. Give me the Badgers.
We got to make it to the Brat Stop. We've talked for many years alluding to making a run at the Brat Stop. One of these days we'll be there.
Have we agreed on everything?
No.
Right,
I took. I have a couple winners.
Wait, yeah, that's right. Alabama.
I'm on Houston, Alabama.
Alabama and Canada.
Syracuse.
You and Colby have agreed on everything.
Still forgot about that. I think you got to lay the points with Arizona. I mean, they look quite good against Marquette as well. Watched a ton of that game.
Arizona does have 5 guys in double digits.
This is a back-to-back road spot for Wisconsin. Give me Arizona. Lay the points. Love the minus sign.
Ryan, you know what else I love? Game time. Maybe you're going to be going to. Maybe you want to go check out this game. Tons of great college basketball games. Of course, NFL, NBA. All you got to do to get set up over on Game Time, go to gametime.co or download the Game Time app. And of course, Game Time makes the perfect holiday gift. Think of how many dudes in your life you got to buy presents for. Never know what to get them. I always just end up getting a bunch of flashlights. I have like 25 flashlights. I don't need any more flashlights. I know no one who's going to buy me a flashlight is listening to this, but I would much prefer some tickets from Game Time. And when you use our promo code SGPN, get $20 off. Just go to gametime.co or download the Game Time app. Use promo code SGPN when you sign up, and you get $20 off for your first purchase. Game Time.
You have 25 flashlights?
I was exaggerating for comedic effect, Colby, but
I was hoping I could bum one off you.
I do own a lot of flashlights.
Any ones with the radio?
Yeah, they just keep putting random shit in flashlights.
I like those ones.
Also, of course, as always, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. They got their playoff best ball drafts going. Of course, great place for college basketball, fantasy college basketball. Just pick higher, lower on some of your favorite college basketball players. No, since we're taping this so early, numbers aren't out yet. I know Colby will be tweeting some out, giving you some nice plays there, higher, lower, and of course, use that promo code SGP. SGPN, 100% deposit match up to $100. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN.
Pew pew. Yeah. Wait. Before we proceed, is there a player on Alabama from Canada?
Is there?
Am I not aware of this? So. I don't think so. Okay.
Hold on, I'm doing a check right now.
Yeah, double check. But because the reason I'm asking you is because the next game we're talking about, TCU and Clemson, is going to be part of that same double header, 1 p.m. on the West Coast. TCU laying a point.
No.
Both TCU and Clemson have a player from Canada.
Alabama's got one guy from Queens. That's the closest we can get to. And they have one guy from North Dakota also. That's pretty fucking close to Canada.
So Emmanuel Miller, Canadian.
He hit the game winner against Georgetown.
Oh, there we go. Just pulling up Canadian guys who have ever. Who's this? Miller leads Canada in scoring for Global Jam. Is this his kid? Emmanuel Miller.
No, he's been in college for a while. That's the way college is these days.
Are we done with COVID years? Or we still got another season
two
of
years.
extra?
We still have 2 years.
Two more years of COVID years.
Let's go.
My goodness.
A lot of guys go to college for 7 years.
Clemson also has a Canadian, so this isn't. We can't play. I don't think either is from Toronto, but
this is a simple smash.
So people know
Clemson.
Now, why Clemson? Both teams undefeated.
I know Clemson just played the rival South Carolina,
playing pretty good ball,
and they won and they battled back. But TCU struggled against Georgetown. TCU's strength of schedule has been terrible. We don't know anything about TCU yet. I think Clemson's a senior-ridden roster. I think they can do this. They can do this up there in Ontario. Give me the Tigers +1.
Yeah, TCU, to your point, eking out that victory as we mentioned earlier against Georgetown.
He steps out too. I mean, they should have lost that game.
Yeah, it feels like TCU is due for a loss. It's going to come to this Clemson team. I don't understand why TCU is favored on this neutral court.
Per the KenPom D1 experience metric, they're more experienced than Clemson.
But they're just not together. They won the portal.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Oh, interesting. Flawed metric. That's not a super helpful metric if they haven't been playing together.
I'd say Clemson's a lot more battle tested so far.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I hate betting on Clemson. Almost certain that if I take Clemson here, they'll lose.
Are they going to make it into Canada?
They also probably have some rap sheets.
I'm sure they maybe they dropped off some paper bags at the church. Get them right on through.
Dabo, give Dabo a phone call.
Yeah, call
Uncle D.
Call the bishop. He knows we're coming. Arkansas heads to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Where Oklahoma, Mr. Porter Moser laying 1.5.
This game's awesome, by the way.
Last time we talked about
back
Oklahoma,
to the rivals.
They got it done.
This was a long-time rivalry there in the Southwest Conference, and obviously they're going to be in the SEC next year. Neutral site in Tulsa, not that neutral. I've been to Tulsa everywhere. The whole state of fucking Oklahoma is Oklahoma fans.
Yeah.
So,
what are we talking about?
I know it's not Norman. It's a couple hours or an hour or whatever. but I think this is an awesome game, man. This is one you circle and you say, I can't wait to watch this one. Odds on Musselman taking off his shirt.
And the problem with the Musselman's team in this kind of spot is you're going to turn it on. You're going to be all excited. They're going to do some athletic shit. And then for 5 minutes, they're just not going to run any fucking offense. And you're gonna be like, what are you guys doing? You have all this athletic ability.
And how about Oklahoma? Porter Moser, we were going to write him off saying he's going to have to go back to Loyola next year. He's 8-0 and he got rid of those guys stapled to the ground. He brought in some talent.
Are we worried that Arkansas kind of owns them historically, at least recently, 6-1 when they play on a neutral court? Are we concerned about that?
Sure. But at the same time, Porter Moser, I like this Oklahoma team.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of a tough scheduling spot for Arkansas too. Bunch of games in the past 7 days.
I love Oklahoma in this spot. I loved them a couple days ago when we picked them against
I think
Providence.
the number is going to be higher though. Would be also be my prediction. I'm definitely going to take Oklahoma minus 1.5. Yeah.
I don't know. Arkansas just beat the shit out of Duke, dude.
I think
what, maybe 2.5?
Yeah, I think it's going to open at 3 at least. Would be my prediction.
Throwing some shade at your number, Colby.
No, I'll take the 1.5. Colby's casino, very generous.
I'll play it up to 6.
Okay.
Missouri heads to Lawrence, Kansas, 2:15 on the West Coast.
Old Big 8 rivalry
where the Jayhawks are laying 13.
Hunter Dickinson suspended for 3 games.
What happened?
Our society's ridiculous. He barely fouled this guy, and they're like 3 game suspension.
He was hanging with Connor Stallions.
Come on, overreaction. I love how they suspend him 3 games, but Bill Self can keep coaching. Would he sit out 1 game? What did Self sit out 1 game?
Oh, they took care of it in the off season. This is I mean, I don't think, have we discussed Missouri yet this season? This might be the first time.
Dennis Gates, baby.
Yeah, Kansas looks really good though.
KU has never lost to Missouri at Allen Fieldhouse during the Self era.
Crazy. During the Self era. I was about to say, how is that even possible?
Still 10-0. That's pretty crazy. And they've blown out Mizzou by 28 and 37 points since the renewal of the border war. Like they've really owned them. I mean, I know this spread is pretty high here at 13, but I can't take Missouri. Can you?
How many places call their thing
They don't have Hunter Dickinson though.
Yeah, you gotta take Missouri.
Really? I'm taking.
I understand that place.
I think there's a get up thing, especially the first get. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first game Dickinson won't be there.
Yes.
I like teams when the star player is out the first game because everyone's like, get up, especially at home, rivalry game. They're gonna fuck up Missouri.
It's really hard to win at that place.
I think everyone else is gonna overcompensate.
It's a 13-point spread.
This is tough. I think. Give me the points.
Troy in the chat say you have to take Kansas. This is a system play. I agree, Troy.
Kansas by 12.
Whoa, look at that.
So you're taking Missouri.
Yes.
Wow, ultimate cop out.
I'm also on Missouri.
You guys are on Mizzou. All right.
Yep.
I don't like Ryan. I thought you like all favorites. What are you doing?
Can I interest you in a Tiger parlay of LSU, Clemson, and Missouri?
I like this. Yeah, I'm in. Here's why. Because you can't, when you lose a guy like that, it matters. It's simple. It matters. Kansas is good, but it's a big number. Cincinnati against so this is being played Cincinnati Xavier neutral court?
No, Cinta Center.
Okay, this is a Xavier home game.
This is the Skyline Chili Battle.
Xavier catching 1.5 at home. Did they just lose to
they lost back-to-back games. Yeah, Delaware and then Houston.
So what's going on?
Actually 3 in a row if memory serves me correct. But dude, this is can we talk about how great this rivalry is? This one is awesome. You've seen Bob Huggins get hit in the face with dildos, right? You've seen brawls, bench clearing brawls. This is one I look at every college basketball season when it's like October. I look at the whole schedule and I go, when is the crosstown shootout? Circle that one because I'm gonna watch every second of the Skyline Skyline Chili Battle there.
So this will be on TV one.
Oh yeah, this is dude.
3:30 on.
This was in the
West
text
Coast.
change, being like, hey, let's watch this.
TV one. Let's go.
Absolutely fantastic battle here.
They've lost. Xavier's lost to Oakland, Houston and Delaware, and I mean they've lost to a lot of teams.
Well, Delaware was a look ahead because they're thinking about this game.
Sure, that's a bad loss.
The Houston loss is normal. We're
Oakland,
expecting that.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oakland lost.
Yeah.
bad.
Oakland, you shouldn't have lost to Oakland.
Agreed. But
We
Cincinnati's undefeated, and they got to go to Xavier. Get the fuck out of here. Give me Xavier all day.
is
I
Sean
think you
Miller
just
on the
have
hot
to take
seat?
the home
No.
team, right?
He's in year 2.
Yeah, this is not a good start to his season.
Don't you blindly just take the home team and something like
Sure,
this?
but I'm not that into this game.
Really? I like Colby's angle. I mean, in some ways, the better team almost has the disadvantage because the team with the worst record, it becomes way more important.
Yeah,
Like
and
this is a dump the chili game.
so not only dump the chili, dildos will be thrown at Wes Miller, the
Do they
coach of
really?
Cincinnati.
They do dildos every year.
I mean, I don't know if it's an every year thing,
Okay.
but
How do they smuggle those things in? Where do they put them?
It's a Catholic school. I don't know.
So the Catholic, the not Catholic, since the public school Cincinnati throws dildos at the private school Xavier.
No, it was the other way. That's what Huggins was talking about.
Oh, I see what you're referencing. So the Xavier kids throw dildos at the. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, Bob Huggins got hit with the dildo.
What's the reference? What's it in reference to?
He was on a radio station.
They're dildos.
No, I
talking
understand.
about a.
I know the story. I'm saying, what would they possibly be referencing through hitting someone with a dildo?
It's funny.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's also.
Don't the Buffalo Bills do this too?
Yeah, sure. I just it's an odd thing because you're also setting the tone of who you
Well,
are.
Skyline Chili is a fucking odd thing too. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you just like
Oh,
step
it's
one.
oddly delicious.
Hey, let's go buy a bunch of dildos so we can throw them at someone. I mean, that's a lot of coordination already. It sounds like a bachelorette party. Give me Xavier plus the points.
Everyone is on Xavier plus 1.5. Hey, speaking of chili, instead of eating Skyline chili, have you considered signing up with HelloFresh? That's right. HelloFresh makes everything easier when it comes to meal, especially around the holidays. Say hello to a stressless holiday season with the help of HelloFresh. Skip the grocery store and save time with easy, tasty recipes delivered right to your door. Make hosting this holiday a joy rather than the hassle with the help of the HelloFresh market. From crowd-pleasing charcuterie boards to photo-worthy desserts, it's easy to add these party pleasers to your weekly order, saving you so much time. I mean, if you've ever gone to a grocery store during a holiday, it is bananas. You want to immediately get out of there. And HelloFresh, again, 15-minute meals. Very easy. I've put together a bunch of these meals. Super tasty. Again, you don't have to be an amazing cook. They make it super simple. Love me some HelloFresh. I've had great experiences with them. That's why I like them. And now they got breakfast. Breakfast stuff is really tasty. And if you go to HelloFresh.com/SGPN free and use code SGPN free breakfast for life. That's right. One breakfast item per box while the subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life over at HelloFresh.com/SGPN free with code SGPN free. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. And we're brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Not only you got your groceries optimized, but what about your parlays? Huh? You got to optimize them with Hall of Fame Bets. Perfect for breaking down parlays leg by leg, finding those weak legs, get rid of them, replacing them with those strong third legs. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. All you got to do, download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. And again, use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Download Hall of Fame Bets app or go to HOFBets.com, promo code SGPN.
Breaking news sound effect, please. Colby was spooked.
Wow, fake news.
Do we got an official report on that? Because I've seen multiple
seeing it on
articles.
the screen. Seeing it on the screen right now. Moneyline Mac reporting. Dickinson isn't suspended. That was a fake account.
But I see WIBW saying KU suspends Hunter Dickinson. I also see Sports Kita saying, why was Hunter Dickinson suspended?
That's kind of an aggregator. Maybe we're gonna believe Mac. So I think I have to switch my pick.
Okay, he's not. Yeah, we're on Kansas then.
If Hunter Dickinson's playing and you're faulty news, that's what I get for listening to Colby.
John Rothstein says, Breaking: Kansas has suspended Hunter Dickinson for the team's next 3 games after his violent flagrant foul in last night's games. Will miss games versus Missouri, Indiana, and Yale.
Is it a fake John Rothstein?
It is John Rothstein. You're right. JOM.
Is it really? So wait, these news sites went on board with it?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think that's how it happened.
That's what they're hoping for.
All right. Well, give us Kansas.
They got you.
Oh, you guys already locked in.
No.
Nope.
Where's my theme music?
Yeah, play our music.
Benedict Pond over here. Oh, sorry, that's a different show. Benedict
Wow.
Dundee here.
Wow. Yeah, has been verified.
Are you guys? So you're both on KU.
Yeah, with an asterisk if the suspension's real.
Okay, so willing to change your mind.
I'm on. If Dickinson's there, I like Kansas. Otherwise, I like Missouri. It also ruins our Tiger parlay, Colby. We'll have to rethink that. UCLA heads to Philly, 4 p.m. on the West Coast to take on Villanova. Villanova laying 4 here. Boy, did I get that dog pick right? Fading Villanova.
Oh, that was heartbreaking
with my Wildcats.
3 at the buzzer.
Little baby Wildcat. That's the sound of the dead Villanova Wildcat inside the fierce Kansas Wildcat. In this case, we got a Bruin versus a Wildcat. Colby, I know you're a Bear person. I'm a Bear person.
Very true.
Tough day for the Wildcats. You let a bear loose in Philly. Give me some dead cats.
UCLA is an interesting team. They're only 2 losses came against good teams. Marquette at a neutral, they
almost lost
2.
to Riverside.
Gonzaga, they lost by 4. Eked out a 1-point win against Riverside at home.
And don't forget they did not cover against the fucking Long Island Sharks.
That was a getaway game. They had the Villanova Ohio State road trip
queued up.
I mean, it's a week apart. But I don't think you can't hold them getting out with a win in a look ahead spot. You can't hold that against the team.
It's weird. Villanova's they've done bad in Philly because they lost to Penn, they lost to St. Joe's, they lost to Drexel. Kind of weird. I mean, they did beat Maryland at home, but they've and Lemoyne and American, but
some teams outside the top 300.
I don't know if I like Villanova, but I don't know if they can be laying 4 against UCLA. I'm going to take the dog here.
I'm on Nova. I think look, this UCLA team is incredibly young. When you're young, you hit the road, you lose.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, we've talked about the system.
Yes.
First away game.
I think this was going to be a close game. I'm sticking with UCLA.
Unless you want to count the Chaminade game as an away game.
Chaminade.
Did they really play at Chaminade?
No, that was the Maui Invitational, but Chaminade is located in Hawaii.
Still, that's ridiculous. Yeah, you got to take Villanova. First away game for UCLA, system play. BYU heads to Utah. Wait a second. They stay in Utah. What?
Look at all these rivalry games. This is fucking phenomenal.
The Holy War?
8. Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
Okay, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, Salt Lake City. We got the Utes taking on BYU. BYU laying 2.
We ate shit the other night taking Evansville.
Just means more. Who owns who in this rivalry, Colby?
Well, recently I think it's been BYU, but this is something where I feel like Utah getting Craig Smith, he's turning that tide, man.
Yeah, this is in Salt Lake, so no, I'm sure there'll be plenty of BYU fans there, right?
Obviously, I mean, this will be that. Yeah, there'll be some BYU fans there, I think, just naturally. But this is something where I feel like
some organic BYU fans.
We want to monitor the injury situation because I believe he's still questionable. I'm double checking right now. Yes, Brendan Carlson still it's a game time decision. He didn't play though the Southern Utah game for the Utes, and they got through it. I think they were sitting him so he could play this game.
He's a 7-footer.
It's in Salt Lake City. Everyone, the net rankings at BYU national champs? Fuck out of here. Give me the Utes to get it done.
Yeah, BYU undefeated. I think Utah's going to be. I mean, Not that BYU is not going to be motivated, but I think this is a Utah little dog spot here. Give me the Utes. Kramer.
I don't have a compelling case to disagree with you, so I'll have to agree.
How many staples will be on the court?
These teams are large teams with large staples. Some staples, but there is some size.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique
Swing Line Arena, home of the Staplers.
You factor in the elevation they're playing at. They're very tall. Rutgers, Seton Hall in Newark, New Jersey. Rutgers heading down the road here. Seton Hall laying 4.5. I can tell you, growing up, Rutgers did not know they had a basketball team. Meanwhile, Seton Hall was the shit. Everyone loved Seton Hall. Georgetown was my team, but Seton Hall was the backup team.
Rutgers just had they just signed a big time recruit over the past 48 hours.
In basketball or football?
Yeah, basketball.
I mean, it makes sense for them to figure basketball out eventually. I mean,
Steve Peichel has been doing it.
You can kind of argue they should be able to funnel some of that New York City talent right down the road. They're in a major conference. They have all the boxes checked. They have a cool home atmosphere lately, which is again wild. Growing up in New Jersey and just not understanding that Rutgers had sports.
You didn't have Danny DeVito there to tell you that. Right?
I mean, I went to football games even after I left or after I graduated high school, and it's like that. There was not much going on. You know what I mean? It was not they were not investing big $10 in their sports program at the time.
Seton Hall won last year. It was an ugly game, 45-43. They've won 2 straight. I think Rutgers gets it done here. Revenge.
Really?
Yes. Give me the points and the Scarlet Knights. They're coming up. Look, they lost to Wake Forest because they were looking ahead at this game.
Yeah, they lost to Illinois because Illinois is good. We were wrong about that one.
Not worried about Seton Hall's offense, Colby? At home?
Never been worried about Seton Hall's offense since PJ Carlissimo, since Terry DeHare. All right. So give me the Scarlet Knights and the points. Let's go.
Rutgers 65% from the line. Seton Hall 80%.
Oh no.
Not factoring in your handicap.
You're zooming in on the free throws, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Seton Hall laying the short number -4.5.
Yeah.
Rutgers, you can take it home. I know this is technically a road game, but
please don't be disrespectful.
Kramer, what are you doing?
This is nowhere near the home of Rutgers. This is the city. These are city folk. Oh, you're taking Seton Hall at home. I mean, Colby's cool.
This will be a 1-score game.
You don't get them all right.
1-score game, buddy.
Gonzaga heads to Seattle.
I did tonight, by the way. 5-0 tonight. 5 games, 5-0. How you doing, huh?
I gotta keep telling myself check the chat and just copy Mac's pick.
He was 5-0 too. We were both 5-0. Yeah.
Gonzaga heads to Seattle to take on UW. The Huskies 5.5-point home dogs. What is Gonzaga going to do here?
What do you mean by that?
Just are they going to join a conference? Are they going to?
There's talk that they could be in the Big 12.
Yeah, that feels like the right thing to do. That would. I mean, the Big 12 already a great basketball conference.
The right thing to do is for Gonzaga to start their football program back up.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't they? They're a rich private school. They have the money,
and they only went away because World War II. So look, that thing ended.
That thing's over.
That thing ended. Right?
So there's some.
They
islands,
made movies about it too.
Couple islands.
Someone let them know.
It's a couple of Japanese guys hanging out on island. Still haven't gotten the message.
They have not.
They're probably also they still believe Gonzaga has a football team. They're like, hey, how's the Huskies this year? They still running that wing T? That's what Colby's dream is to get dropped off on one of those islands where they still think World War II is happening and Gonzaga is a football program.
If they're running the wing T, they can beat a lot of today's football teams.
Colby just goes. Right? Colby just goes there with days of tape, old games to watch with someone who's never seen. Yeah.
So since '98, Washington's only won once, and that was in 2005. However, there were some very close games over the past couple meetings, but. I don't know, man.
Fuel up the truck, get the dogs in the back. Gonzaga is rolling.
Here's the problem: is Washington is coached by Mike Hopkins, longtime Jim Boeheim assistant.
Okay,
I can never trust this guy, but I don't think Gonzaga's as good as they've been lately. Give me the Huskies and the points.
I was going to say, Sean, they run the zone.
Yeah, Gonzaga can fuck up the zone. They're built to fuck up a zone. Give me Gonzaga.
How many years has he been at Washington?
Too long. I think it's like 5 or 6 years.
No.
Yeah.
So we're taking the Huskies, huh? Which, by the way, Gonzaga is the Bulldogs, Sean. I think you accidentally called them the Huskies earlier.
Remember we were at that bar next to Gonzaga, the next to the kennel. Remember? You don't remember this? We had a flight like 10 hours later. We were just doing Jaeger bombs all day. Yeah.
It's like a train car. Yeah. Give me Washington. And by the way,
that line might be higher, by the way, too.
Yeah.
That was the one that I thought, cause Gonzaga's name brand, could that be 7.5, 7, something like that?
I forgot to check Mac's pick on this one again. 16 game win streak over the Pac-12. Wow. All right, Benedicting over. Give me Gonzaga.
Oh.
They can't. They're gonna shoot right over the zone. See how pivot? I mean, just very versatile in the handicap. I'm like Jello.
Time for our locks and our dog. Kramer, what do you got?
Well, only felt really good about a couple games here, and so a little revenge spot for me. Give me Tennessee over Illinois. I'm taking. I'm just gonna keep picking against Illinois. Eventually, got to get it right. We're also gonna take Edie against Alabama. Alabama and Canada. You got a must fade situation. Dog. Just checking.
Do you have a dog?
Do I have a dog? Got a couple juicy dogs. Thanks for asking.
What? LSU plus 1.5.
I did have Missouri for a couple seconds.
That was a wild ride.
Wait, you went all favorites?
Utah plus 2, I think, is your biggest dog, Ryan. Is that juicy? It's gonna be like 115 on the money line.
Because I'm being bullied right now.
Georgetown plus 1.
What I'm going to do, if it's
little ankle biters,
I will take Xavier, Utah, and LSU, and we're gonna round robin them as my dog.
Okay.
Wow.
Sounds fun. All right.
Sounds fun.
Time for my locks.
Paper ticket. Make a note. I got a paper ticket. That one.
Okay. For me, first up, give me a
plus 110s.
Give me Auburn -5.
Smash.
Bruce Pearl time on a neutral, but really it's a home game. Next up, I do like LSU in that spot. I will go. I'll go Oklahoma -1.5. Like that a lot as well. Good spot for them. For my dog. I got some small dogs, but I will go. You know what? Give me the Wisconsin Badgers on the money line. I think they are. They're not as lost against this Arizona team as some may think.
Hit that Staples sound effect.
Oh, get the Staples ready.
This is the new Syracuse, Sean. Maybe you have your new team.
I'll try them out.
A lot of they have actual greenies on the team.
That's true. They're not far from the Brat stop. All right, this is all you, buddy.
Oh, this is it.
Locking up. Tennessee -6.5 against the Illini.
Great.
Also locking up Auburn -5. Little SEC parlay.
Great pick.
All right. The dog is Washington because Gonzaga doesn't. They're not the same Gonzaga, and Washington is actually the more talented roster, I think, for this year.
Colby's just mad they got rid of the football team.
I am
75
mad.
years ago.
I am mad. What are you guys doing? All right. World War II's done.
Yeah.
All right. Get a new stadium. You got that private school pussy money. I know you got the money. All right.
There's space out there. We saw.
We were all over that state.
Drove right through it.
And man, what are we doing parlay wise besides my SEC parlay? We can add LSU into my SEC parlay.
Moneyline Max saying, "Wow, Sean is going with the Badgers to get it done against the #1 team on the road. Love it." Hey, go big or go home.
Dude,
I'm not like
you see the way he's supporting you and making fun of you at all at the same time.
I understand what he's doing here, but have you seen everyone who's been a #1 team? Like, come on, this is early in the season.
What are we doing?
Sean,
what are we doing parlay wise, guys?
Let it. I mean, I feel good. I mean, if you want to parlay all 13 of my picks from the card, that's cool.
No,
Round robin them.
12 favorites and one dog never
How many?
hit.
How
All
many?
right?
Tennessee,
13
Auburn,
times.
and Xavier. That's the ticket. Who's in? Who's coming with me?
Oh, so you want to
Tennessee, Auburn, Xavier. Let's go. I'm in.
All right, smash it.
He doesn't. Kramer's not
So
on
Rick
board.
Barnes, Bruce Pearl, and Sean Miller. Okay.
What could go wrong?
Hey, you got a couple sedans to move.
Yeah.
I got a dream. If the aliens came down with wanting to buy used cars, this would be our dream team. Said deploy Pearl. I mean, Rick Barnes is the manager that sits upstairs. When Bruce has the deal ready, he has to run upstairs and show it to Rick.
Can I do this, Rick?
Sean's the fucking crazy guy that's constantly pounding on the snack machine. Putting it all together.
I like it.
Thank you as always for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the College Basketball Experience with Colby Dant, Moneyline Mac daily shows on the YouTube.
Noah Beanick in the wilderness.
Noah B. Hopefully he makes it back alive.
Woo! It's smoking my weed.
On his spirit quest. Check out the Patreon bonus episode and of course the Patreon weekly picks contest.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second of the green, and he's Ryan.
It's very brave of you, Noah.
Kramer. Let it ride.